Hi, I'm Pastor Goodman, and this is the Largely Catechized Life. Welcome to the Largely Catechized Life, where you only thought that we were done with the first commandment. You shall have no other gods before me. You see, here at the Largely Catechized Life, where we study Luther's large catechism, we go to the deep end of the pool, which takes a little bit longer. And so here today, Luther writes to us inside of the first commandment, if your faith and trust be right, then is your God also true. And on the other hand, if your trust be false and wrong, then you have not the true God. For these two belong together, faith and God. These two belong together, faith and God. Which makes sense because God's the one who gave me that faith. But by faith, I don't mean how much emotion I have in my heart towards God at any given time. I don't even mean how many Bible passages I've managed to commit to memory. I mean trust. Luther says where your faith and trust are right, your God is true. And on the other hand, if your faith, your trust is false and wrong, well, you don't have the true God. And the first commandment tells us that there are a lot of other things that we can fear, love, and trust in besides God. It gives a lot of weight to that refrain that you hear so often, I could just never believe in a God who disagrees with me. Pretty much. Where your faith is wrong, it leads to the wrong places. And I don't just mean inwardly. It also starts to express itself outwardly. Where faith is wrong, we don't behave ourselves the right way anymore. Where faith is wrong, we do the wrong things. And this is where I love the law the most. If I find somebody else doing the wrong thing, I can pick up the law, I can use it like a club to just beat them with until they finally start to behave themselves. But the problem is that every time I do it, it never actually seems to work. Because the law, it can't actually fix anything. It can make the problem very apparent. You do not fear, love, and trust in God above all things, but it can't actually fix it. Because what's going on here is not just a behavior problem. It actually goes deeper than that. It's a faith problem. You see, where you have right trust, everything else will follow to the right place. And where you have wrong trust, wrong faith, everything else will follow to the wrong place. But I cannot, by my own reason or strength, believe in Jesus Christ, my Lord, or come to him. It's the Holy Spirit who has to call me by the gospel, enlighten me with his gift, sanctify and keep me in the one true faith. I can be told that I don't have a right and true faith, that I have other gods, but I can't do anything about it myself. God has to work. God has to answer. And so God has to work. When he says, believe in me, he has to handle that. Which is where we see the truth of the first commandment. God absolutely insists on being your God. There are no other gods that will do you any good. God absolutely insists on being your God so much that he will send his Holy Spirit to work faith in you, to draw you to him. Luther says these two things belong together, faith and God. Where God is, he actually wants to work faith in you. And it's not that we outgrow the law. It's not that we move beyond the first commandment. In fact, where faith and trust are right, God is at work to fulfill the first commandment in us. God is at work to make us fear, love, and trust in him above all things. And here we actually see then that the law, well, it's not just to make me feel bad. It's also how things are supposed to be.